Hello, in day 16 we are going to learn analysis and design of steel truss. Let's go with the problem. Analyze and design a pitch top chord flat truss for a span of 20 meter and width of 16 meter. So here you will get the front view of that truss. This is 16 meter and then 20 meter span, about 10 steps. And then we have the material specification, those are steel members, and then we have the load case details, what is the value of dead, wind, and then seismic. Here we have the live load like this. Let's do the same thing in the start pro. As you know, in the start pro we have to start with the geometry, so you can get the overall idea here. The height of the truss is 3 meter from this, and then total height is about 7 meter. It is nothing but 2 meter. Let's do the same thing. Click on new, space, and then truss, meter kilonewton. Next add beam method, and then finish. Always keep it in mind that whenever you want to create the truss, keep your plane in x, y itself. According to the problem, I am just increasing the number of grids into 16. After that I start the length, that is height, and then 16 meter is a width, and then again the particular height of 0.4. Here you can see we have one more node. We have to insert a nodes. For that I click the node here, this one and this one, dead end load, dead nodes, and then translation repeat about y direction. Number of step is 1, and with the specification or spacing is about 0.4. Link it, okay. One more node is about exactly 2 meter like this. After that you go with the geometry, add beam from point to point, and then add it like this. Come out from the selection mode. This is how you create the truss. Also we have the sub bracing. For that, here you can see for each 2 meter the 8 meter span has divided. That is nothing but we have to insert the 4 number of nodes. Select this one, insert node 4 number, add endpoints and OK. Same thing for this, insert node 4 numbers, add endpoints, OK. Even you just select at a time these 2 beams, total n number of nodes is 4, and then OK, like this. According to the geometry you just connect the beam between the point to point, that is nothing but like this. Like this. Once I done with the geometry of the grid, I want to copy this along the z direction, z, and the number of steps is 10 with the spacing of 2 meter, and then click on the link to get the beams and OK. So once I done with this, here you can check the geometry. We have one more beam at the height of 2. The total span is about 5 meter. From this point I have to add the node about 3 meter. So what I do now is I just switch the view to the left and right, select these beams, come here, right click and insert node exactly in the 3 meter distance from the bottom point. I want to add the nodes, OK. And once I done geometry, add beam from point to point, and then just go on adding these beams. You can change the view or else you can rotate the structure by using the rotate tools. And I am connecting like this. You should know the part of the truss. Those are purlin, rafters, beams and columns. The members are vertical, we call it as a column, and these are the rafters, and these connections are the purlins. So once I complete the geometry, then we have to apply the property. Let's have a look that we have the properties like ISHB and then ISWP, ISMC and then ISA members. Click on the property option and then section database we have to click. Next you get a different categories of the steel sections like American, Indian, like that. Now we are going with ISHB 200. So here I have ISHB 200 for the column. Add it, close it. Then next ISWP 175. Again I click on the section database, Indian sections. Then next search it for ISWP 175. Here you can see ISWB 175. Those are the for the beams. Add and close. This one you just apply for the column. For that you go to the select and then beams parallel to Y or the columns. Select the columns like this and then just press the control button to deselect the side beams like this. Like this way. So those are the column. I have to apply the column sections for this. Done. You can get a view in the 3D rendered view. This is how we get the column. Next, those are for the beams. ISWB 175 is for the beams. So I want to select those. For that I am switching the sides. Select these beams and these beams. Go to 3D and then check all the cross sections and then apply. Check it in 3D. So this is how you can able to apply the beam members. For the rafter portion I just select the ISA 8080 by 10. The steel section is ISA 80-80-10, that is nothing but angle section. Select the angle category and then here you have to search it for the size of 80-80 by 10. This one. Add it and close. Go to the front and then select these parts by holding control. Let's confirm those parts. Also this one. Even you can drag it like this. Come to 3D and then confirm the parts and then assign. Go to 3D rendered view to check. Even you can check the cross sections color. It doesn't matter which color you have. Next one is ISA 8080 by 10 for the rafters, that are angle sections. Click on section database. Click on the Indian option and then go with the angle section. The size is about 8080 by 10. This one, add and close. Click on the front view and then add the rafter portion. Next, assign to selected parts. Next one is ISMC 200. For that, section database, Indian. ISMC are nothing but channel. ISMC 200. This one, add and close. Now if you want to apply for the members which are remaining, for that go to select and then you can see by missing attributes and missing property. So here you can select the missing properties and then you can apply. Go to 3D and then check the part like this. So once I done, even I just go with a select. By missing attribute, missing property, I don't have any single entity which is not with the property. Like this way you can confirm. I have done with all the properties. Click over the support, create fixed support, and then for all the bottom nodes, with the help of node cursor, I want to apply the fixed support. Assign, yes, like this. Next one is, we have the seismic factors. Before going to apply any other load, we have to apply the seismic factors for the truss. For that, load and definition, seismic, add, and then here you have to select the Indian code and then click on the generate option, and the zone we have is 3. Response reduction factor is 5. Importance factor is 1.5, that is important building. Soil type is hard. Damping ratio is 5%. I just change it into steel framing and then you can give, that is 2%, and click on the generate, add, and then I am going with the self weight factor, but in this case you have to go with the plus value, as I already told you. The seismic load is horizontal load, add and close, like this. Load gauge details and add. You have to add it into 4 direction. For that I am just adding EQ X, add EQ Z minus X, add EQ Z, add EQ minus Z, add. After that we have to assign it. Apply the seismic for X plus 1 value and apply for minus seismic x minus 1 factor, add and close. For z value we have to click on the z, add and close, eq minus z, seismic z minus 1 factor, add and close. Next we have to apply the dead load, dead, self weight, add and close, add, self weight minus 1, add and close, assign to view. Along with this we have to apply the wind intensity also. For that definition, wind definition, add and close. Again click on that add, intensity had given already about 0.554 and the height of the truss is 7 meter. Add exposure, as this is because of the truss, I am just going with 1 factor and apply it to the view. Same thing, load gauge details, add the wind category, that is x, add minus x, add z, add minus z, add and close. Again you select over the x, wind load, windward faces, only give the minimum and maximum. Height of the truss, this is the minimum is 0 and maximum is 7. And click on the open structure because this truss is open. If you are going to cover, then no need to click over that. Like this, add, again click on wind, minus 1 factor with windward faces, maximum value is 7 meter, open structure, add and close, like this. For z, same thing, wind, z windward faces, minimum maximum height is 7 and then open structure, add and close. Same for minus z, wind, z minus 1, height of the truss is 7, open structure, add and close. After this, according to the problem, we have the dead load, that is nodal load of 1.5 kilonewton and 3 kilonewton. At the dead end we have to apply 1.5 and for the remaining loads we have to apply 3 kilonewton. For that, again you click on the dead load category, that is self weight category. Under that nodal load about minus 1.5, add, again minus 3, add and close. This minus 1.5 I have to apply for the dead nodes. With the help of node cursor, select this and this and assign to selected nodes, like this. You click on the scale option, point load value you have to increase so that you get the symbol of that. I just little make it 5. Labels, node numbers, load values you can on it, like this. If you don't want to show the nodes, then again I just go to the labels and then of the node numbers. This 3 kilonewton I have to apply for these all the nodes, like this. Hold the control button while selecting multiple nodes and then assign to selected nodes. Like this way I am just done with all the load types. And again analysis, all, add, close, command analysis, perform analysis, all OK, analyze, run analyze and then save. Make sure you have the 0 errors and go to the output file to get the dead load and all theoretical output related to the stress. Click on post processing, select all the nodes and apply. Go with the beam, shear force and bending moment and animation and deflection. So there is a little deflection over the truss member. And now these members are not actual the part of the truss, because still these members act like a beam. I have to convert this into truss. For that, click on the general and then in the specification option just below the property, here we have the beam option. So I want to convert this into truss. Just select that truss, and the specification has no additional parameter, no need to add anything. Just select all the truss members and then you can convert that into truss part like this. Again I click on the analysis, all add and close, command analysis, perform analysis, all okay, analyze and then run analyze. Go to post processing mode, select all the load cases, apply OK, click on the animation, check the deflection. So now still there is a deflection. Now let's go with the design process. Design. As like concrete, we have to design this according to IS 800. For that you click on the steel and IS 800, and then you can check what we have, what grade of steel we have to design it. So we don't have any special condition, so that I am just going to select the parameters, add this all into the available parameters. I want to apply the FYLD, that is yield strength of steel. Along with that I am going to after this define parameter 250, 415, whatever the steel grade you want to apply, then you can add it, add and close. So we have the question mark, assign to view and assign. Next command, we have to check the code, add, and then if you have the group then you can go ahead with the group. I just add the member take up, means it will give the count that how much ISMC and parts are there. Take up also I have to add. Scroll down, we have the question mark, means we have to apply it for whole the geometry. Next again you click on analysis, all add, close, command analysis, perform analysis, all okay, analyze, run analyze and then save. View output file. Here you can see the total steel sections required, that is ISHB length 110, weight is about 40, ISWP 256, weight is about 55, IS angle section size 547.74, weight is 63.536, ISMC channel sections about 440 length and then 96.332 weight. This is how to check the required steel cross sections for this truss. Then you click on the deflection, go to post processing and check the result, reactions and all the stuff. Click over the node option, reactions, to get the reaction, maximum reaction like this. This is how we analyze and design the truss.